Come out and play.
Another game, another gay sunshine day. Another game, another gay sunshine.
Play.
Another game, another gay sunshine day. Another game,
Come out and play.
another game.
Okay, so hi guys. My vlog is actually about same-sex marriage. For a while, I think our government has focused on some things that really shouldn't really be focusing all the energy and time on. I really think that it's about time they look at what they've done as a whole as a government. So we have millions of troops getting killed like in a year from this war in Iraq. Like, well, it wouldn't be millions dying, but if you think about it, there'll be a lot wounded too. And there's probably some things that we don't even hear about that's happening over there to our soldiers. And so one thing I'm thinking of, if the government even looked at sending people to war and focusing all their time and energy on that, they should also look at what else they can be doing. Like, a war is not a peaceful thing. A war is more of it leaves a nation shaked, and also doesn't make us look too good. But at the same time, with what I've been thinking as well, is if the government actually realised let's love and not war, that let love be love, that ones is we're all created individual, we're all created who we are for a reason. We don't get a choice in who we are attracted to and pretty much who we love. We are just made that way. And if the government want to say that they found the rules on the Bible actually has a verse in it, which I got taught this in Bible college. There is a verse in the Bible that says that's what some of you were. And when they translate the original writings of the Bible, it actually was found that the former Corinthian church members were practicing homosexuals. However, the Apostle John wrote that they were made right through Christ, through going to church, and praying for repentance of their sins. And even though they were still practicing, God made them right, and that God accepted them. So therefore, if God accepted them, it's still to today that God accepts gays. I think the government should really think about it. We're all made who we are. Gay people are part of a family too. So therefore, like, I think from even a family point of view, that if we are who we are, then the government should accept it. Let us have a family, let us have a marriage, let us have a normal life like straight people do. I think the government say that they're not racist. Yes, now recognising same-sex couples, but they're not allowing us to legally be married in Australia. What I think they could do is actually look at, even though it's recognising it for Centrelink facts of things, that if they actually went and looked at all, they are technically discriminating, because not allowing gay couples to get married is therefore discrimination. It is more as discriminating, because look, it's okay, you're straight, you can get married. You're gay, I'm sorry, you can't get married, but you can have a commitment ceremony. To me, family values are family values, and I think allowing gays to get married should be part of the family values, because again, we're like a normal couple. So yeah, that's just my point of view of things about it all. For me, I think that we should be included in everything, but it's not to say that as soon as that's legalized, I'm going to go get married. But it's just one thing that I think later on, yeah, marriage would be nice. But marrying and actually not being legally married are two different things. And say if I got married, I would want to be recognised by the government with that person's surname, and actually being legally married with a proper wedding certificate and everything. But unfortunately the government don't seem to want to be like that. I'm going to include some videos I found on the internet for the Australian Mardi Gras. One is actually Kesha, which I was surprised about, how she's actually supporting it all. And so yeah, I thought I'd include it for you guys with this video. So yeah, some questions. Well, before I go, I just remembered. One question was, what is your dream job and why is it your dream job? My dream job is to be either cabin crew or pilot, and the reason being is because I love flying. I love being able to be paid to travel, which is the best thing. Another one was, what is your favourite food? My favourite food is actually Italian food. Lasagna is a key to my heart, and on top of that, a dessert that's a key to my heart, if you've done something wrong, is chocolate mousse. Oh, you've been my best records for that one. And another one that I had was, do I like my current job? Yeah, I like my current job. I like some of the people I work with. There are some things that could be done better, and some more policies put in place to make things work a bit more smoother, but other than that, it's an okay place. So yeah, if you have any questions, email them to me or put them as a comment. Please, I'd like some more subscribers. If so, you just come across this video from my Facebook or something. If you've got a YouTube account, log in and just press subscribe. That'll be great to know that people are actually following my videos. I'll chat to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the videos, which I'm including at the end of this video. Bye.
Prime Minister, I would like to know how you justify your stance on same-sex marriage. Tradition once dictated that you, as a woman, could not vote, own property, or run for Parliament, let alone become Prime Minister. So why can't Australia move forward on this issue in keeping with the times to give equality to all its citizens?
Okay, thank you. I understand there's a variety of community views on same-sex marriage, and I suspect what I'm going to say now is going to disappoint you, but I'm going to just tell you the truth. And the truth is that the position, my position, the position of the Labor Party, which we worked out at our national conference, is we believe that the Marriage Act should stay in the same way that it is now. So marriage would be defined as marriage between a man and a woman. But we also, as a government, have said there are all sorts of discriminations that have been in place against same-sex couples that we've wanted to fix and take away. And so we've gone through federal legislation and worked to take those discriminations away. It means a really practical difference. Just, one example would be, the Medicare safety net or the pharmaceutical benefits scheme safety net, whether you can count your expenses together as a couple or not. We've changed that, so a same-sex couple can count their expenses together the same way that a married couple could or a de facto heterosexual couple could. Superannuation, to make it clear that superannuation benefits can flow to same-sex partners in the way that they flow to other partners. So, we've done those things. Right. I know from your perspective it's not enough, but that's the things that the government has viewed to be really important.
All right, there's a long debate there. All right, we're going to another question from the audience. It's from Jeff Thomas.
Thank you. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I've been a plumbing contractor for 37 years. I support with a social conscience the liberal philosophy. I have a gay son. When I was confronted with that situation in a very short amount of time and with due consideration, I accepted his position. And I overcame my ignorance and my fear of gays and the idea of gay marriage. When will you, Mr Abbott, take up the same... When will you, sir, overcome your fear and ignorance of gay people and give them the dignity and respect that you would that you'd happily give to all other Australians?
Well, Jeff, I absolutely agree with you that people have got to be given dignity and respect, and I would always try to find it in my heart to give dignity and respect to people, regardless of their circumstances, regardless of their opinions. So that is absolutely my position. But I think that there are lots of terrific gay relationships, lots of terrific commitments between gay partners, but I just don't think that marriage is the right term to put on it.
You've said in the past you're confronted or have been confronted by homosexuality or found it confronting, do you think if you really got to know some gay men, you might change your...
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I do know. I know some gay people extremely well, Tony. I really do. I really do, mate, okay? And look, you know, as Jeff said a moment ago, our initial reactions to some of these things can be far from perfect. And I'm sure that at different times I have reacted a bit poorly at first to things, but I hope I would always find it in my heart to treat people the way everyone should be treated, with dignity and respect. And I think that people who know me well, who are gay, would be only too happy to testify to that.
Let's, we'll just quickly hear a response back from our questioner. Are you happy with that response?
Well, we all talk about it, don't we? But we don't get there. And if I'm in a loving relationship, it's fundamental to me that I want to marry that person. I mean, I'm sure I listened to Graham Richardson on this program a few weeks ago and Penny Wong. I thought their comments were insulting. Graham Richardson said that gay people have to wait. They shouldn't have to wait. You're in the government, you should do something about it now. These are decent people who just want to lead decent lives, like everybody else. That's it.
And Jeff, not for a second would I question any of that. I think there are lots of loving relationships. That doesn't mean they've all got to be marriage relationships.
Come out and play.
Love again.